So now we're in front of the waterfall. I want to do some metal detecting with the little wand and see if we can find anything that anybody who else visited this area might have left over. Sweat over here. I'm not sure how waterproof this thing is either. Oh, I got something. Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
What is this? What the hell is this?
Looks like an old tire iron. Take the lug nuts off. Yeah, it's made out of metal for sure.
Yeah.
That's they used to use those. They would have them on like little tire change kits for vehicles.
How would this even get here?
It could have been one of the quarry trucks threw it off the cliff. I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know how that could have been there, but it looks like it's rusted to shit. It's not. It's surrounded here where that's supposed to be a hexagon. It's rounded off. It's been here, and I'm sure the water erodes it a shitload too.
Do you think it's worth any money?
I think it's worth maybe 50 cents in scrap,
Yeah.
but it's not worth anything.
All right. Well, it's still something. Let's see what else we can find. It is a quarry, right?
It is definitely a retired quarry.
So the next step on this investigation of the waterfall, because now we found the actual waterfall, we're going to try to go up to the top and see if we can reach the source. If we go back down where we started from and go up the side of the Wolf Hill Quarry, there should be a ledge here where we can see the first level, and that might be where it starts.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Are we going the steep way or are we going the easy way?
Well, we'll go as least steep as possible. It's not going to be so bad.
Let's do it.
So I know that you had asked about the steep way. The thing is like it's kind of steep, but there's two different ways that you can go. One is extremely steep where you got to like really climb, and the other we can walk up. But it's going to be a little steep. I hope you're okay with that.
I'm familiar with scrambling because I have done some small mountains, so I can handle that. And this is just a hill. This is Wolf Hill. This isn't a mountain, so we should be okay.
Exactly. All right, let's go through here and see what we got going on. Okay, so we've come back to almost where the parking lot started from, but if you walk from the parking lot over here and you take your first right, this is going to be the steeper way now. This is away from the waterfall, but it's going to go up Wolf Hill to the quarry, which is where we want to go. So you ready for this?
Let's do it.
And from here, there's going to be another steep way. If you keep hugging the right, then you will go up an even steeper way. There's another fire pit there. But we have our camera equipment, so we'll walk this way, which is just mildly steep. We don't need to use our hands. And the goal now is going to be to get up this rock ledge over here and see if we can find the waterfall's origin. Oh, there's the fire pit regardless. You can still see it. We didn't even have to climb up that ledge. That you can scramble up. And I've done that before in the previous video of the quarry. I wonder how many years people have been partying out here.
I think they've been partying here since it ever got abandoned. So
Yeah.
I think it was the 70s. Pretty sure when I looked it up. So that's at 50-something years.
So this place would be an interesting place to actually look for fossils, I'd imagine, because of all the broken up rock everywhere. If you look over here, you can see how this trail's busted up. There's so much granite. And I wonder if any of these rocks could have a plant or even an animal fossil in them. And look at this. So stay to the right. And we should get to the top of the waterfall from this way. What's your opinion on this, Nick? Is this a good trail?
This is becoming a really cool landscape with the ledge we're walking on. Yeah, I like it. Not that bad.
So you can see the side of Wolf Hill's over there. The wooded area is up front. And this place is just becoming more rocky and slippery as time goes on. All right, we want to go this way. Doing a little bit of bushwhacking before getting back on a trail. That's an old school Bud Light can. People definitely drink around here, or have. Look at the, there's like little pink flowers or something in the ground.
Yeah, it looks, I don't know, that could be a fungus or something. It's small, but like fluorescent neon orange / pink.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of a fungus. It's everywhere. If anybody knows what this is in the comments, let us know. But we're still walking up here. And it's starting to get really mountainous. Oh, I can hear the waterfall again, so I think we're getting close. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely getting like a Grand Canyon style landscape over here. All right, here we go. So the waterfall's down there. Let's keep going up here. I'm starting to see evidence of the quarry again, being the rock broken up. Now you really got to work to get to this spot. We're still going. Okay, so up here we got a nice ledge. The waterfall is down there. Now let's see if we can trace where the water's coming from. Let's take a look. See if there is still. Whoa, look at this down here. Okay. It still is like flooded. You see that?
Yes, I see. It's like a fjord almost.
Oh my God! And then look behind in the woods over there. Is that the cave?
Wow.
Could that be the cave that there was rumors of behind the waterfall? I mean, is it up here and not down there? Let's see. Man, it's slippery. Oh, we're getting rained on by all that water. So I'm not gonna be able to get all the way down there, it looks like, but wow. So the rumor was that there was a cave that was sealed off behind the waterfall. Yeah. And if you can see, this looks like there was a huge opening here that's now filled with boulders, and that doesn't look natural. That looks like someone sealed it up. I want to get a little bit closer. All right, let's go through all this. I think that's witch hazel. Okay, I am going to be able to get down here, it looks like. This is not the easiest one to get to, I'll tell you. Okay, but I'm doing it for the investigation. Okay, those are giant poison ivy plants. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so this is where the cave would be. I made it, and wow, it is actually open in here. I wish I brought the flashlight, but it is. I think the rumors are actually true about the hidden cave. So it looks like that it goes in deep, and this was covered with granite, the granite rocks. It'll be interesting to go back with the flashlight and really try to squeeze down there. But I wonder if there's any lost hikers. How you doing out there?
Yo, I can't believe you made it down.
Yeah. All right, now I got to get back up. So let's do it. The size of this poison ivy, and I got no choice just to walk through it. Luckily, I'm not allergic, but yeah, it would suck for anybody else to have to deal with that. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm climbing. I was having a problem getting over here earlier because I had the backpack on. It was like making my body bigger. I couldn't squeeze over here. Okay. And I made it. Okay, I had to crawl out of that. Look, there's even more over here. So Nick, I guess the rumors of the cave are true, but do you think people have actually gotten lost in there?
When it was opened up, how far deep it went in there, I don't know. I mean, this is a granite quarry. You can see these large stone structures around us.
Yeah.
It definitely got filled in, whether it was a collapse or on purpose. I don't know. I want to see what it looks like without those rocks blocking the entrance.
It was open. I squeezed the camera in, and if you had a flashlight and you were small enough, you can get down. Very crazy. But so we right now proved the waterfall legend to be true, and we also proved the legend of the cave to be true. But we still have not actually found the source of the waterfall, because this is still not it. There's still something above us.
It goes further up the hill, yeah.
So we need to go back up, further up the hill, and really find where this comes from. Watch out for that ledge. Holy shit.
Did we come this way? I don't remember doing it.
We can go through like this.
Yeah, I see the ledge right there. I think the way we came, oh yeah, the way we came was different for sure.
No, we're good. This is the trail.
No, B-Dog, you're not listening to me. We went around the boulder to the right. We didn't go that way. And you know, you never listen to me, B-Dog.
Oh. Okay. Ooh, I feel like I'm covered in water. The amount of wet leaves and trees that we've been hiking through is insane over here. You can see a cell phone tower in the distance over there. We're gonna go to the top that looks like Mars first, and then we're gonna be able to see the lower portion, which will hopefully be able to see the pond which feeds that waterfall. And
oh shit, so hold on, we take one of these lefts, right? To get up
we're gonna take a left, and we're gonna do a big loop.
That's
and we're
what
gonna,
I meant. I thought we were taking, all right,
right,
so.
and we're gonna walk down that old service road that the trucks would drive down. So, I mean, this would be the steepest part of the hike. Wow, look at the little wildflowers right here. Okay. Oh. What could this be? This is strange. They have these white ties around this tree.
Surveying markers usually.
Oh yeah.
Not really. Probably some type of a property line. I don't know how they have it subdivided on this lot. We go orange over there.
Okay, I see.
So that's a different lot, perhaps.
And you can see over there that's part of Stump Pond.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's Sprague Lower Reservoir if you guys are on Google Maps.
Interesting. Let's keep pushing up. So we're not going to go all the way to the top of the quarry. We're just going to hang out at that upper area first. We'll do some metal detecting, see if we can find anything from the quarry remaining, and then we'll go down a bit and try to find the source of the waterfall. This way might be a little less steep, easier for you. Okay, here we go. Look at this. This is where it really starts to look mountainous. How you holding up?
Yo, I know there's a weight difference, but I'm also carrying equipment. You know what?
You want me to hold something?
No, dude, let's do this. We're almost there.
Okay, we are almost there. Okay. And once we do get here, it's only down. You know, no more up. Okay, wow. Look at that view. So, right over here, that must be where the actual source of the waterfall is. When we get down there, we should be able to see a pool of water somewhere in there. And that should prove once and for all that's where the water starts. But why do you think it vanishes though? Because right now that's emptied, that pool it looks like, but there's still so much water flowing.
I don't know where the water's going, and I genuinely don't know, because that seems to be the lowest spot in this whole area. Is it going into the ground and there's an underground trail we're not knowing about? I don't know, but look at the levels they made. Well, they have one cut here and then it goes to the lower portion. There
is actually a way, if you want to circle around, we can go down and get down to that place if you're interested.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought that's a plan the whole time.
All right, so as we're walking further towards the area we want to go to, you can see this old fireplace. Definitely more people hanging out. Down there in those rock piles is where I wanted to bring the metal detector, because I wonder if there could be anything stuck in between the rocks. You think that maybe there could still be like some old machinery or something still in there?
Stuff falls off trucks all the time in these quarries, so you'll probably might find a little bolt or something like that, or a small piece of steel.
All right, very cool. So I call this area Mars. I actually did film a video about Mars over here before. It does kind of look a little reminiscent to the Martian atmosphere.
Just these rocks, these moon rocks laying around.
Yeah.
Flat landscape with the cliff on the edge of it. It looks cool.
Alright guys, so I found a couple interesting things over here. Right here, that's a very old can, or spray paint can actually looks like. And we have a lid. Oh, it's all aluminum foil. Huh. Let's see what else we got. Oh, what's this? Oh shit, there's a couple of things here. Oh, okay, hang on. Wow. There's a lot of metal actually in here. Let's first start with what this is.
So, it looks like they call it a U-bolt. That would hold on like shocks or springs to a vehicle. Your cars have them nowadays, but people don't really know about it. They go right on your shocks and they hold it to the vehicle.
Interesting. I also found something else too. What's this?
Right. Looks like a little piece of hardware. What that is, so the machinery around here, I know what this is actually. This would bolt to hold on a hydraulic line. It was a smaller hydraulic line, so this could have been like a skid steer, or I don't even know what they had back then, but could have been an auxiliary to one of the buckets. But these tags fall off all the time because of corrosion. But this at one time was holding a hydraulic line on an excavator or a piece of machinery. That's what that is.
Huh, interesting. Well, there's definitely more metal in here. Oh, a lot of nails. I'm seeing a lot of nails. Yep, it's going crazy with the amount of nails in here. Look at that.
Let me take a look at this one.
There's so many. Oh!
Damn.
Yeah, there's so many of these old nails in here. Oh my god.
So,
look at these.
These nails, they get quite some corrosion on them. They're not new, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I mean, nails, they're scattered everywhere around places like this.
Yeah, and just go a little bit deeper, see if there's anything else that is worth seeing. Oh, we got something over here. Look at this.
All right, let me see. This was actually, I can tell these springs were the little cushions on a seat of some sort of old tractor, or even it could have been from a while ago. This is like 20-30 years of corrosion. An ATV, if it was going through here, the older ones, these springs used to be coiled up nicely, and this was the bracket that held on the seat, so this is like a little bit of extra suspension. So that's been laying here for a while. As you can see, this at one time was painted and it was a nice new piece that was on a vehicle that was sold, but It is corroded to hell.
That's incredible that we just found that.
Yeah, this was leave it here. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's see what else we got. I'll do a little bit more walking. See if there's anything else that might catch my eye that could be metal. Nope. Oh, there's some old cans, but nothing interesting. The amount of granite out here is crazy. Here's something over here. This almost looks like an old computer part. Look at this. Oh, wow. How did we find this? What is this? Look at this.
Yo. This could have been a appliance this was too.
So weird.
But I can see little computer boards here. This is most likely to some appliance. I mean, people used to take TVs and throw them here, or
Yeah.
computers. You know, this is corroded. It's not 50 years of corrosion, but it's like
It looks like
20 years, 30 years of corrosion, you know, so
yeah, like a
this could have been
modern
an old piece.
motherboard. I just found something else here too. Jeez, this place is filled with metal objects. Look at that.
Bam. So it's still got some of the paint on it. It is starting to corrode, but yeah, what would this be? Honestly, probably like a rack to an ATV when they were
Yeah.
going over these bumps. So
Oh, it
piece that
probably
comes
fell off.
A lot of people come up here with firewood strapped to the racks on their ATV, and pieces break off, and so that's might be what that is.
Damn. So, all right. Well, I mean, this is an interesting place to maybe even come back earlier in the day and just really spend some time. What's this right here? Oh, there's another piece of that appliance.
Oh my god.
So maybe this could tell us what that was.
Brother,
More springs.
that was a bed.
So someone put a bed up there. There's another
This,
piece. Can't really tell.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
You're right, it is old. You tell me you don't know what this is?
Is it an old TV?
It was the floppy disk reader. This was
Oh
from the early
my
2000s.
God. That's a floppy disk reader.
You would
Wow.
put it in here, and this would scan the floppy because that little piece would open up. It would be about right there. So this was an old computer somebody brought up here, and these things were heavy. I don't know why they walked a computer up here to get rid of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
They probably threw it off the ledge, you think? It was
You
probably
know
like
what, my dude?
to get rid of the...
You're actually, I can't believe you're actually right. They
Yeah.
stood up there and threw it off. They wanted to see it explode.
Yeah. Wow. So let me just see if there's any other parts to that, and then we'll head down to the source. Holy shit, though. That's crazy. I mean, there's got to be all kinds of crazy stuff around here. Look at this. That's a nice quartz crystal. I'm going to take this one. That's got a nice color to it. Maybe it's my good luck crystal. I could use that. All right, I'm hearing an eagle in the sky. What I think we'll do, Nick, is because we know now this place is filled with metal, and I can't believe the amount of old computer parts. Oh, there's some old fireworks. There's definitely a lot of stuff in those rocks. Let's continue down and we'll go to the source of the waterfall now.